So I asked you a little while ago what you wanted to hear on my next vlog, and I got some responses back. Actually, a few of them were somewhat similar. Rock Girl asked how to keep your own style and identity, but also present yourself as a professional. And then Leah Benvenuti goes on to say, how do we do bigger, better, badder, more while trying to while staying true to our authentic self, but having to stay within the realm of professionalism? So, there's a couple of interesting things. Now, I am in my mashup, my Doctor Who Superman mashup shirt specifically. Well, for one reason, because I was wearing that today, and for another, it just fits with this very, very well. How do you remain yourself? How do you maintain who you are and yet keep that level of professionalism, especially if A, you have a hard time saying the word, and B, what you are is somewhat contrary to that. Can you do both? Can you, in fact, be bigger, better, badder, more, and do both? I say that you can. I believe that you can. I think that one of the things is, as you're delving into whatever professional bent you may be doing, hopefully it's something that you're passionate about, whatever that is, the closer you are to who you really are, the easier it's going to be. You know, if you're telling the truth all the time, remaining true to who you are, then you don't have to remember all the things that you make up about yourself, because it's really, really who you are. One of the things that I learned in my on-camera acting class is that in film it's different than theater. Theater, you can act like you're angry, and you can act a certain way. In film, you can't do that, because if you act a certain way, you're overacting. Now, what they look for is they look for people who are very, very close to whatever the role is. You've heard those complaints about certain actors. Well, he's just playing himself. Yes, because that's actually what directors look for. Because sure, anybody can be angry or act a certain way for a few takes, but can you do it for 30 takes? Eventually, you're going to become more and more of who you are. So the closer you are presenting yourself professionally to who you actually are, the better. Now, what if that's kind of contrary? Well, one of the things that about the Success Freaks show that I do is that we don't cuss on Success Freaks, because we want to make it available to everybody. Now, am I a non-cusser? No. My friends know that I am Father Mucker friendly, and that I can cuss up a storm. We choose not to. Now, how is that remaining true to myself? How is it the same thing with Charles? How is he remaining true to himself? Well, we let everybody know, so that when you see us out in public, if it happens to slip out, oh, and it will, we are still who we are. We are still who we've said we are. As I said earlier, if you can, pick a profession that's true to you, true to your passion, so that you can excel in that, and what you're really doing is showing more of yourself. You're growing more of yourself, because you are a unique person, and you want to be able to share that with the world. Whatever this thing is that you're marrying your life to, whatever that is, you want it to be as close to who you really are, because that's kind of your gift to the world, what you're giving back to them. And can you do this and still be professional? Well, the point that Leah brought up was that she is a massage therapist, and she likes to use certain aromas when she's doing her work. But some people are allergic to that. So is that her remaining true to who she is? Well, what are the choices that she's making, or that she should make? Well, anybody that you're working with, a customer, obviously with her as a massage therapist, whoever she's working on is her customer. But those people you work with day to day, even your coworkers, on some level they're your customers. Everybody around you is a customer, and you have to be, on some level you're serving them. How are you best serving them? And whatever you're doing in your job, profession, dream, whatever it is, you're serving others. You're helping others be awesome on some level or other. You're giving them a service, whether you're creating something, or you're creating, it's an event, or whatever it is that you do. You're a nurse, you're doing a service. You're a performer, you're doing a service. You're doing data entry, you're doing a service, and everybody around you. So yeah, there's those times where you're going to have to be sensitive to your clients, even if they are your coworkers. And that's just good business. Now, if at all possible, Pick a business that you can go into that you're able to promote who you are. Howard Stern is a great example of this. At least the character that he puts out there. And he's been remained pretty true to that. And now, does it seem like he's in service to everybody else? Well, on some level, there's people who are buying what he has to dish out. Same thing with Success Freaks. There are people who are buying what we have to dish out. And yet we're sensitive to those people that we're serving. Now, we're going to remain true to ourselves and let you know, hey, just in case you see us out in the big wide world, we may drop a curse word or 1,700. So, can you remain yourself, become bigger, better, badder, more, and still keep a level of professionalism? Yes. Any of you who listen to our show know that Charles and I are big nerds. So, especially, science fiction, fantasy, Star Trek, for instance, the episode, The First Generation, the episode Mirror Mirror, where they, Kirk and Spock and everybody in the normal universe swapped places with a much more aggressive, evil Kirk and Spock, and Spock was there. Going back and forth between the two realities, you were seeing the people who were more evil having a hard time. They found out right away that, hey, these aren't the same people, and yet the people who were the normal or our Kirk and Spock, they were able to hide it a little bit more. So I'm trying to remember what my point was with that great analogy that I had. If you can, you can clean yourself up a little bit and yet still go to who you are. You can, if you can put a shine on yourself professionally, you can still remain true to who you are. As long as you tell people, hey, look, this is what's going on, then you're not lying about it. You're letting them know. You're letting them be aware of what's happening there. So, can you do these things? Yes. Is it always easy? No. But part of the fun is being able to find a way and to find a profession that you want to get into, in which you're able to let yourself shine. And maybe think of better analogies than in my head it was great, and then when I brought it out there, I was like, is this really what I want to say? I don't know. Part of what I'm putting forth to everybody, part of the reason I started doing vlogs was because I'm kind of a goofball, and I need to show that, because I want to be able to do that. I want a certain amount of play in everything I do. So yes, my answer is yes. You can remain yourself and still maintain a level of professionalism, and even become bigger, better, badder, more. And you can remain true to yourself by letting everybody know, hey, by the way, you may find me, I like baseball, so when I'm not working, I'm probably wearing my baseball hat and this and that and this and that. Whatever, however it is you want to let yourself shine. Let yourself shine. And in 2014, find more ways to do that so you can remain true to yourself and grow more of who you are as an individual, because that's your gift to the world. Give to the world. Hope others be awesome. And welcome to my Mordant World.